horses for race number 1. Behind the gate, we have 1 Windermere's Glory, 2 Franco Croupier, 3 Fundiana, 4 Basin View Brad, 5 Mackenzie Kate, 6 I Gotta Be Good, 7 Lucky Alberta, outside 8 Clover Hills Dot, 1 Trailer 9, that's Stagecoach Gambler. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Franco Croupier goes for the early lead. On the inside of him, Windermere's Glory. Fundiana settles in third as they race around the first turn. Windermere's Glory assumes a top spot. Franco Croupier gets away in second. Fundiana's racing in third. Lucky Alberta's parked fourth on the outside. Then Stagecoach Gambler. Basin View Brad, I Gotta Be Good. Mackenzie Kate, Clover Hills Dot trails the field as they make their way on to the opening quarter with Todd Trites and Windermere's Glory. Racing along in second is Franco Croupier. Fundiana's racing third. Opening quarters 29 and 4, and into the top turn they go. It's Windermere's Glory with Franco Croupier racing second. Fundiana's racing in third. Lucky Alberta's fourth. Basin View Brad makes a move now, fifth up on the outside. Stagecoach Gamblers racing sixth. They make their way down the stretch for the first time on their way to the opening half with Windermere's Glory. Franco Croupier's racing a second. Fundiana's third. Up on the outside, Basin View Brad now comes to third. Fundiana fourth. Then Clover Hills Dot, Lucky Alberta, I Gotta Be Good. Stagecoach Gambler and Mackenzie Kate trails the field. They were by the half. In a minute and 3/5 and around the turn, they make their way now to the 5/8. Windermere's Glory is still there and still the boss. Racing up now, second on the outside comes Basin View Brad. Racing at third on the inside is Franco Croupier, up fourth on the outside. As they make their way down the backstretch, racing for the 3/4 is Clover Hills Dot. Windermere's Glory took them by the 3/4. 132 and 1, and into the final turn they go with Windermere's Glory on the inside. Racing second, Franco Croupier. Third on the outside, Basin View Brad. Clover Hills Dot gets into gear now and tips 3 wide as they make the turn for home. It's Windermere's Glory, Franco Croupier. On the outside, Basin View Brad. Third on the far outside, Clover Hills Dot. They're halfway down the stretch. It's Windermere's Glory. Up on the outside, Clover Hills Dot, but Windermere Glory is going to hold on to win it. Clover Hills Dot for second. Lucky Alberta in between horses for third. Time of the mile, 2:04 and 1. Heading back to the winner's circle now, the unofficial winner of race number 1. It's number 1, Windermere's Glory. Baymare 5 by Arcane Hanover. Out of the drop-off mare, Acton Glory. Owned by Michael Johnson at Tracyville, trained by Roy Dickinson. Todd Trites in the sulky this afternoon. Windermere's Glory scores a coast-to-coast victory. Time of the mile, 2:04 and 1. Number 1, Windermere's Glory, and Todd Trites. Race 2 starters in behind the gate. Gate is moving. We have 1 Lucky Paradise, 2 Kemco Nadine, 3 Contact Jones, 4 Lucky Leader, 5 BJC I've Been Lucky. Outside 6 is Brookie Nene. Here they come. They're off and pacing quickly from the middle of the racetrack. Contact Jones goes for the early lead. Up on the outside of him is BJC I've Been Lucky as they make their way around the first turn. BJC I've Been Lucky assumes command and quickly opens up 2 lengths on the field. Contact Jones are racing second on the outside. Lucky Paradise gets away third. Then Kemco Nadine, Lucky Leader. Your trailer is Brookie Nene as they make their way on to the opening quarter up front, cutting it out. It is BJC I've Been Lucky with Contact Jones. Gets a parking ticket on the outside. Second now makes his way to the rail. They're by the opening quarter in 30 and 3. It's BJC I've Been Lucky. Contact Jones are racing second. Lucky Paradise is racing in third. Then Kemco Nadine. Making a move now up on the outside. Brookie Nene comes to fifth. And your trailer is Lucky Leader as they make their way down the stretch in front of us for the first time. Mark Hagen, BJC I've Been Lucky show the way. Racing second is a Contact Jones. Brookie Nene makes her way up to third on the outside. Up on the outside now, following the cover, is Lucky Leader. Lucky Paradise is fifth on the inside. In your trailer is Camconadine. They were by the half in 102 and 3, and around the turn they raced towards F58 Sal BJC. I've Been Lucky. Contact Jones are racing in second. Up third on the outside is Brookie Nene. Fourth on the inside is Lucky Paradise. Camconadine is racing fifth, and still on the outside, fifth is Lucky Leader, and trailing the field, Camconadine as they make their way to the three-quarter pole. It's BJC, I've Been Lucky. Up on the outside, Brookie Nene's are racing second. 135 and 1 by the three-quarters, and into the top turn, it's BJC, I've Been Lucky. Brookie Nene racing up second on the outside. Contact Jones is racing in third. Fourth on the outside is Lucky Leader, then Lucky Paradise. Camconadine off the turn, they drive on home. BJC, I've Been Lucky on the inside. Brookie Nene's on the outside. Contact Jones is racing third. Now to the top on the outside is Brookie Nene. Brookie Nene to win it. Finishing second, BJC, I've Been Lucky. Tight for third, time of the mile. 2:06 and 2. Heading back to the winner's circle now, and official winner of race number 2, it's number 6, Brookie Nene. Brown mare 4 by drop-off for the Wilco's Dado mare Peaches Angel. Owned and trained by Pat Eastwood of St. John, Scott Hubbard in the sulky. Brookie Nene picks up win number 2 of 2010, pacing this afternoon, 2:06 and 2. Number 6, Brookie Nene and Scotty Hubbard. Field of 6 in behind the gate for race number 3. We have 1, Rody Ryan. 2, Fernhill Treasure. 3, Money Hustler. 4, Fightertown Pilot. 5, Twilight Charm. On the outside, 6 is Bella the Band, and here they come. They're often pacing neck and neck, getting out of there. Fernhill Treasure on the inside, Money Hustler on the outside as they make their way around the first turn. Rody Ryan now ducks his nose in front on the inside as they race around the turn. On the outside of him, Money Hustler is racing second now, going to the top. That leaves Rody Ryan away second. Fernhill Treasure gets away third. Fightertown Pilot is racing fourth, then Bell the Band and your trailer is Twilight Charm as they make their way on to the opening quarter. Todd Trite sets up shop on the front end with Money Hustler. Racing in second is Rody Ryan. They're by the opening quarter in 29 and 4. Fernhill Treasure is a getaway third. Fightertown Pilot is racing fourth. Then Twilight Charm and your trailer is Bell the Band as they make their way around the turn and race towards now the 3/8. Off the turn they come racing for the half with a Money Hustler. Racing in second is Rody Ryan. Racing a third now up on the outside comes Fernhill Treasure. Fightertown Pilot follows along cover fourth. Racing fifth, Twilight Charm and Bell the Band trails the field as they make their way on by the half in 1:01 and 4. Into the turn now they go, racing towards the 5/8. Your leader is Money Hustler. Racing second on the outside is Fernhill Treasure. Rody Ryan is third on the inside. Fightertown Pilot racing up fourth on the outside. Twilight Charm makes a move from fifth, and Bell the Band trails the field as they make their way on down the back stretch. 3 on the inside, 3 are up on the outside. Fernhill Treasure now inches her way to the front. Racing a second is a Money Hustler. Fightertown Pilot now third on the outside. 1:33 and 3 by the three-quarters, and into the top turn they go. Fernhill Treasure, Fightertown Pilots are racing a second on the outside. Coming to third on the far outside is Twilight Charm. Then Money Hustler, Rody Ryan, and Bell the Band. Off the turn they drive on home. It's Fernhill Treasure, Fightertown Pilot, and Twilight Charm. It's Fernhill Treasure on the outside. Twilight Charm comes to second. It's Fernhill Treasure to win it. Twilight Charm second, Fightertown Pilot third, time for the mile. 2:04 and 1. Heading back to the winner's circle now is the official winner of race number 2. Horse number 2, Fernhill Treasure. Brown mare 5 by Western Paradise out of the quick comeback mare Davida, owned by Paul Sewell of Rosedale. Gary Wright of Grafton, trained by Gary Wright with Steve Trites driving. Fernhill Treasure picks up win number 3 of 2010 this afternoon, 2:04-1. Number 2, Fernhill Treasure and Stephen Trites. Starter as the horses for race number 4, and behind the gate we have 1 Camco Winnett, 2 House of Stars, 3 Grand Flair, 4 Fun on a Star, 5 Terra Panic, 6 Wild Cherry, 7 is Impish Art, and on the outside 8 Ruffalo. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Camco Winnett goes for the lead on the inside. In between horses comes a Fun on a Star as they make their way around the first turn. Camco Winnett has the lead on the inside. Up on the outside, second is Fun on a Star. House of Stars gets away in third. Then Terra Panic is racing fourth. Wild Cherry, Grand Flair, Impish Art. Your trailer as they make their way on by the opening quarter is Ruffila. There's early action on the outside, and now going to the top is Fun on a Star and Sam Hudgen. He's your leader as they went by the opening quarter in 29-3. Racing in second now is Camco Winnett. House of Stars is racing third. Terra Panic is racing in fourth. Wild Cherry is fifth, and Grand Flair, and up on the outside now Ruffila comes to seventh. Your trailer is Impish Art as they make their way down the stretch in front of us for the first time. Fun on a Star is up front, leads by a length and a half. Racing in second is Camco Winnett. House of Stars is racing third. Now Terra Panic moves up fourth on the outside. Following is a cover in fifth is Ruffila. Then Wild Cherry, Grand Flair, and Impish Art still trails the field. They're by the half. 59-3, and around the turn they make their way to the 5/8. It's a Fun on a Star. Racing a second now on the outside is Terra Panic. Camco Winnett looks at it from third. Ruffila is outside racing a fourth. Then House of Stars, Wild Cherry, Grand Flair, and Impish Art. They make their way on to the 3/4 with the Fun on a Star leads a length and a half. They're by 3/4 in 1:30-2, and into the final turn they go. Fun on a Star is racing up front, racing second now Camco Winnett. On the outside third is Terra Panic. Ruffila tips a 3 wide. House of Stars will look for room as they swing on down the stretch for home. It's a Fun on a Star. Camco Winnett is racing second. Ruffila on the outside, and in between horses is Terra Panic. But this one's all Fun on a Star to win it. Camco Winnett for second. House of Stars gets out for third in the time of the mile. 2 minutes and 2/5. Heading back now, an official winner of race number 4. It's number 4, Fun on a Star. Brown mare 5 by House of Fun out of the Freight Saver mare Jovan Stardust. Owned by Louis Bellevue, Greta Lakeburn, and Trevor Courtney of Moncton. Trained by Louis Bellevue. Sam Hodgin catch driving this afternoon. Fun on a Star picks up her 8th winning trip of 2010. This afternoon, 2 minutes and 2/5. Number 4, Fun on a Star, and Sam Hodgin. Race 5 starters behind the gate. We have 1 Power Pro, 2 Dusty Lane Eli, 3 Eloquent Desire, 5 Cocan River Boy, 6 Freedom Isn't Free, the outside 7 Longworth Legacy. Here they come. Power Pro off stride behind the gate. They're off and pacing quickly. Dusty Lane Eli goes for the early lead. Eloquent Desire gets away in second. Freedom Isn't Free racing in third. Then Cocan River Boy, Longworth Legacy, and your trailers Power Pro as they make their way around the first turn, and off the 8th they go. Down the back stretch for the opening quarter, and Mike Downey and Dusty Lane Eli show the way by a length and a half. Racing in second is Eloquent Desire. Freedom Isn't Free gets away third. Racing for the Cocan River Boy, then Longworth Legacy and Power Pro, and they're by the opening quarter. 31 seconds flat, and they race into the top turn. Next up is over at the 3/8, and racing up front is Dusty Lane Eli. Eloquent Desires are racing a second. Freedom Isn't Free racing in third. Coke and the River Boy is racing fourth, and Longworth Legacy, your Trailer's Power Pro as they make their way down the stretch in front of us for the first time. Positions remain unchanged up front, cutting it out. Dusty Lane Eli. Eloquent Desires racing second. Freedom Isn't Free now. Coke and River Boy eyes the outside now on to third. Following his cover is Power Pro, and your trailer is Longworth Legacy. They're by the half in 103, and round the turn they go to the 5/8's Dusty Lane Eli. Eloquent Desires are racing second. Up third on the outside is Coke and River Boy. Freedom Isn't Free, fourth on the inside. Power Pro is outside fifth. Trailing the field as they make their way to the opening three quarters is Longworth Legacy. Out from second comes Eloquent Desire to give chase to Dusty Lane Eli. They're neck and neck by the three quarters, 134 and 1. Pace picks up a little bit as they swing into the top turn, and on the outside, Eloquent Desire now sticks a nose in front. Dusty Lane Eli racing second. Racing in third is Freedom Isn't Free, and tipping to the outside comes Coke and River Boy, and down the stretch they come on home. Eloquent Desire, Dusty Lane Eli, Coke and River Boy comes a third on the outside. They're halfway down the stretch. It's Eloquent Desire, Coke and River Boy on the outside, but Eloquent Desire is going to win it. Coke and River Boy second, Freedom Isn't Free third, time of the mile. 2:04 and 1. Heading back now, the official winner of race number 5, horse number 3, Eloquent Desire. Big gelding 5 by Real Desire to the Precious Bunny Mare, Celestine Prophecy. Owned by Cassandra Fram of St. John, trained by Earl Fram. Mark Haig does the driving this afternoon. Eloquent Desire picks up win number 2 of 2010 this afternoon, 2:04 and 1. Number 3, Eloquent Desire, and Mark Haig. Full field of 8 line up behind the gate for race number 6. We have 1 Artistry, 2 Nuco's Typhoon, 3 Mandarin de Hra, 4 Magical Alex, 5 Terrific Magoozer, 6 Escape Plan, 7 Lenore, and on the outside 8 E-Business. Here they come. They're off and pacing, chasing the gate out was Magical Alex in the middle of the racetrack. In between horses, Mandarin de Hra. Artistry now goes for the lead on the inside as they make their way around the first turn. Artistry comes out on top. Magical Alex is racing a second on the outside. Mandarin de Hra gets away in third. Nuco's Typhoon is a racing fourth. Then Terrific Magoozer fifth. Escape Plan, Lenore, and E-Business trails the field as they make their way on by the opening quarter. And Magical Alex and Chris Davies take over top spot. The give and go. Here comes Artistry back out from second to assume command. They're by the opening quarter in 29 and 1, and Rick Armstrong and Artistry regain the top for Magical Alex, who's racing in second. Mandarin de Hra gets away in the third. Then Nuco's Typhoon is racing fourth. Making a move now to the outside from fifth is Terrific Magoozer, and down the stretch they race in front of us for the first time with Artistry cutting it out a length and a half. Racing in second is Magical Alex. Nuco's Typhoon up third on the outside. Mandarin de Hra gets away in fourth. Then Terrific Magoozer is fifth. Racing a 6 on the inside is Lenore, Escape Plan, and E-Business. They're by the half, 59 and 2, and around the turn they go to the 5/8. It's Artistry. Magical Alex is racing second now. Nuco's Typhoon is racing up on the outside to second, and tipping 3 wide and coming from 6. Now 5th, now 4th, now 3rd. That's Terrific Magoozer going for second on the outside. Down the back stretch for the 3 quarters is Artistry. Terrific Magoozer now comes to second on the outside, 130 and 1. By the 3 quarters and into the top turn they go. Artistry's on the inside, and Terrific Magoozer is racing up second now on the outside. And coming to third on the far outside is Escape Plan, and off the 7/8 down the stretch they come for home, and on the outside Terrific Magoozer. Artistry is racing second. Escape Plan on the far outside. Down the stretch they come to the wire, and Artistry's coming back on the inside. Artistry's gonna win it. Terrific Magoozer second. On the outside, Mandarin de Hra gets up for third. The time for the mile, 2:01. Parading back now is the unofficial winner of race number 6. It's horse number 1, Artistry. He's a bay gelding 10 years by Arts Place. Out of the Jate LaBelle mare, no shortcuts. Owned, trained, and driven by Rick Armstrong and Raceway. Artistry picks up his 7th winning trip of 2010, pacing this afternoon. 2:01. Number 1, Artistry, with Rick Armstrong. Small but mighty field of 5 line up behind the gate for race number 7. We have 1, Winning Magic, 2, Val Leader, 3, Connolly CC, 4, Lucky Dealer. On the outside, 5 is Valid Appeal, and here they come. They're off and pacing. Connolly CC quickly takes him out of there on the inside, and going with him is Winning Magic as they race around the first turn. Connolly CC. Winning Magic gets away second. Connolly CC is off stride and on the run. They make their way off the 8th pole, make their way down to the opening quarter now, and assuming command on the inside is a Val Leader. That leaves Connolly CC parked out second, and on the far outside, Lucky Dealer takes over top spot. A lot of action on their way to the opening quarter as Lucky Dealer takes over top spot. 30-1 by the opening quarter. Racing in second is Val Leader. Racing in third is Winning Magic. Then Connolly CC fourth on the outside. Valid Appeal trails the field as they make their way off the 3/8. Race down in front of us for the first time towards the half. Up front and cutting it out, it is a Lucky Dealer. Val Leader is racing second. Winning Magic is a third. Valid Appeal is racing fourth, and near Trailer after an early break, he is Connolly CC. And Jill Berrio and Lucky Dealer took them by the half. 1:01 flat, and into the turn they go and race over to the 5/8. Lucky Dealer shows the way, a length and a half. Racing in second is the Val Leader. Racing in third is Winning Magic. Then Valid Appeal and Connolly CC trails the field as they make their way off the 5/8. Down the backside they go, and Lucky Dealer, he's on top by a length and a half. Val Leader is a second. Now up third on the outside comes a Valid Appeal. Racing fourth is Winning Magic, and Connolly CC trails there by 3/4. 1:32, and into the top turn they go with the Lucky Dealer. Now racing up second, now strong on the outside. Here comes Val Leader, and the outside of him, he is Valid Appeal. And off the 7/8 down the stretch they come with an 1/8 to go. It's Lucky Dealer on the inside. In between horses is Val Leader, and on the far outside is Valid Appeal. Now as Val Leader takes over in deep stretch, Valid Appeal on the outside. Valid Appeal is going to win it. Val Leader second, Connolly CC third, then Lucky Dealer. Time for the mile. 2:01-1. Inquiry sign is up. Please do not destroy any pari-mutuel tickets until the official result has been given. In the paddock. Heading back to the winner's circle now, unofficial winner of race number 7. It's horse number 5, Valid Appeal. Brown horse 5 by Albert out of the storm damaged mare, Violent Storm. Owned by Joe Mott and Trudy Fram of St. John. Trained by Earl Fram, Todd Trites in the bike. Valid Appeal picks up win number 4, 2010 this afternoon. 2:01-1. Number 5, Valid Appeal with Todd Trites. Field of 8 line up behind the gate for race number 8. We have 1, Crowley Creek, 2, George Down, 3, Billiam Bud, 4, Miramichi Murdoch, 5, Fittipaldi, 6, All-American Dazzle, 7, Victory George. On the outside, 8 is PH Catman. Here they come. Late start for number 4, Miramichi Murdoch. They're off and pacing, and Fittipaldi from the middle of the racetrack looks for the early lead, but on the inside of him, Crowley Creek goes right with him around the turn. In the inside is Crowley Creek. On the outside, Fittipaldi now takes over top spot. Getting away third is All-American Dazzle on the outside. Racing in fourth is George Down. Then Billy and Bud gets away in fifth as they make their way on by the opening quarter. Victory George is sixth. And we go back to PH Catman and Miramichi Murdoch. Your leader up front is Fittipaldi, and on the outside of him, All-American Dazzle. They're by the opening quarter, 29-4. Racing in third is Crowley Creek. Fourth on the inside is George Down. Making a move now, here comes Victory George up fifth on the outside. And racing in sixth is Billy and Bud. PH Catman and Miramichi Murdoch trails, but he's out and moving as they race down the stretch in front of us for the first time. Up front, showing the way, it's Fittipaldi. Getting the park ticket second on the outside is All-American Dazzle. Up three wide comes Miramichi Murdoch quickly now. He's on to second there by the half. 1 minute and 1/5, and they race around the lower turn. Fittipaldi three wide. Miramichi Murdoch comes to second. He looks like he's going to go right on by as they go to the 5/8 and down the backside on the outside. Miramichi Murdoch shows a nose in front. Fittipaldi's on the inside, angling off the rail now from third. Here comes a Crowley Creek. In between horses on the outside is Victory George, and on the inside of him is George Down. They're bunched up. They're by 3/4. 131-1, and on the outside, showing a nose in front is Miramichi Murdoch, and Fittipaldi's going right with him on the inside. Victory George comes to third, and Crowley Creek is a fourth, and race off the 7/8 and down the stretch. They drive on home. Fittipaldi's on the inside. Miramichi Murdoch's on the outside. Check up on the far outside. Here comes a Victory George. Down to the wire, it's Fittipaldi, Miramichi Murdoch, and Victory George. Fittipaldi wins it. Looks like Miramichi Murdoch second. Victory George for third. Time for the mile. 2:02 and 3. Heading back now, your winner of race number 8 is number 5, Fittipaldi. Big gelding 9 by Make a Deal to the Sun Sam Mare Easy 11. Owned, trained, and driven by Sam Hodgin of Bloomfield. Fittipaldi picks up win number 2 of 2010, pacing this afternoon, 2:02 and 3. Number 5, Fittipaldi and Sam Hodgin. Starters line up behind the gate for race number 9. 1, Kara's All-American. 2, West Gem Princess. 3, Thomasville Bodine. 4, Provoke Me. 5, Woodmere Quick Peak. On the outside, 6 is Michael's Pleasure. Here they come. They're off and pacing for them quick, getting out of there on the inside. Kara's All-American. In between horses is Provoke Me on the far outside. Woodmere Quick Peak, and on the far outside is Michael's Pleasure. Lots of action early on. They're on by the 8th pole, make their way to the opening quarter. And it's Kara's All-American on the inside. Going right with him is Woodmere Quick Peak. Racing up now, third on the inside is West Gem Princess. Michael's Pleasure takes back to get in fourth. Provoke Me is fifth, and trailing your field is Thomasville Bodine. They're by the opening quarter, a quick one, 28-4, and it's Kara's All-American. Settling now in second is Woodmere Quick Peak. Racing along in third is West Gem Princess. Then Michael's Pleasure and Thomasville Bodine makes a move to the outside now to come on from fifth, and trailing the field is Provoke Me as they make their way down the stretch in front of us for the first time. Kara's All-American shows the way. Woodmere Quick Peak is racing second. Up on the outside, third is Michael's Pleasure. West Gem Princess fourth at the rail. Thomasville Bodine follows cover fifth. Provoke Me trails her by the half and 59 seconds flat and around the turn. They go to the 5/8. It's Kara's All-American. Woodmere Quick Peak is racing second. Up on the outside, third is Michael's Pleasure. Fourth on the outside, Thomasville Bodine. Then it's West Gem Princess, and out in moving from the back of the pack is Provoke Me as they make their way to the 3/4 on the inside. It's Carousel American on the outside. Michael's Pleasure. They're by the 3/4 in 1:30 and 2, and into the final turn they go with Carousel American. Off stride and on the run went Michael's Pleasure. Scatters the trailers a bit. Everybody's by okay, and they come off the 7/8. That leaves Carousel American on top by a couple lengths. And coming to call on the outside is Thomasville Bodine. Now goes right on by in deep stretch. Thomasville Bodine is on top and pacing away. Finishing second, Carousel American. Woodmere Quick Pig third. Time for the mile, 2:01. Brown Gelding 6 by Village Jiffy out of the No Noakes Mare Update. Owned by Scott Hubbard, Mike Morris, and Mike Clinton of St. John. Trained by Mike Morris with Joe Barrio driving. Thomasville Bodine picks up win number 8 of 2010, pacing this afternoon in 2:01. Number 3, Thomasville Bodine with Joe Barrio. Full field of each 8 starters line up behind the gate for race 10. We have 1, Dusty Lane Oscar. 2, Front Running. 3, CR Macho Man. 4, Dream of Riches. 5, Quality of Money. 6, He's a Gunslinger. 7, Iries Andrew. On the outside, 8, Found Wanting. Here they come. They're often pacing neck and neck, getting out of there. CR Macho Man on the outside. Front Running is on the inside as they make their way around the first turn. It's CR Macho Man. Racing second is a Front Running. Racing up third is He's a Gunslinger on the outside. Away fourth on the inside is Dream of Riches. Found Wanting picks up cover now. He's fifth on the outside. Dusty Lane Oscar is a 6th, then Quality of Money, and trailing the field is Iries Andrew as the field makes their way by the opening quarter on the outside. He's a Gunslinger, takes over top spot. They're by the opening quarter in 29 and 3 with He's a Gunslinger. CR Macho Man is racing second. Parking ticket today for Found Wanting. He's third on the outside. Front Running gets away in fourth. Up on the outside now, picking up cover and racing fifth. He is a Dusty Lane Oscar as the field makes their way off the 3/8. Race down in front of us for the first time with He's a Gunslinger. On the outside, Found Wanting. On the inside and racing third is CR Macho Man. Fourth on the outside is a Dusty Lane Oscar. Then Front Running, Quality of Money, Dream of Riches, and on the outside but trailing is Iries Andrew. They're by the half in 1 minute and 4/5 and around the turn. They go to the 5/8, 4 on the inside, 4 up on the outside with He's a Gunslinger. Found Wanting second on the outside. There goes Dusty Lane Oscar, 3 wide. Now from fourth, he's quickly on to third, on to second. Give chase at the leader as they make their way to the 3/4. He's a Gunslinger on the outside as Dusty Lane Oscar. CR Macho Man looks at it from third. Fourth on the inside is Front Running. Quality of Money is on the far outside, comes to fifth. 1:32 and 4 by the 3/4 and Dusty Lane Oscar. He's on top by a half length on the outside. On the inside of him is He's a Gunslinger. Here comes CR Macho Man from third. Down the stretch they come on home. It's Dusty Lane Oscar. On the inside of him, He's a Gunslinger, and CR Macho Man's on the outside. Down to the wire, it's going to be Dusty Lane Oscar to win it. Looks like He's a Gunslinger, and CR Macho Man. Time for the mile, 2:03. Place money here in race number 10 will be paid on number 6, He's a Gunslinger. Heading back to the winner's circle now, your winner of race number 10 is number 1, Dusty Lane Oscar. Big Gelding 6 by Pans to Reason out of the What a Monster mare, Dusty Lane Lynn. Owned by Bob Tate of Colpit Settlement, trained and driven to victory today by Chris Davies. Dusty Lane Oscar picks up win number 9 of 2010, pacing this afternoon in 2:03. Number 1, Dusty Lane Oscar and Chris Davies. Horses line up behind the gate. For race number 11, we have 1 Woodmere Big Splash, 2 EJ's Quest, 3 Seven Signs, 4 Skill Factor, 5 Breeze Hanover, 6 Magnetic Benka. On the outside, 7 is Ace on the River. Here they come. They're off and pacing. 7 Signs on the inside. Magnetic Benka fires up from the far outside as they race into the turn. And race around the turn, and quickly in the middle of the racetrack, Breeze Hanover assumes command. Racing up second on the outside is Magnetic Benka. Getting away third is 7 Signs. Racing in fourth is Woodmere Big Splash. Then up on the outside, Ace on the River is fifth. And EJ's Quest and Skill Factor trails as they make their way on to the opening quarter. They're by the opening quarter in 29-4, and Breeze Hanover shows the way. Racing in second is Magnetic Benka. In third is 7 Signs. Up fourth on the outside comes Ace on the River. And in the inside, Woodmere Big Splash is racing fifth as they make their way off the 3/8 down in front of us. For the first time, they race for the half with Breeze Hanover. Magnetic Benka is racing second. Now up third on the outside is Ace on the River. 7 Signs looks at it fourth. Outside cover, EJ's Quest is racing fifth. Then Skill Factor and Woodmere Big Splash trails the field. They're by the half in 1 minute and 1/5, and around the turn they make their way to the 5/8 with Breeze Hanover. Magnetic Benka is right up tight in there second. 7 Signs is racing third. Ace on the River is fourth on the outside. Behind him is EJ's Quest. Then Woodmere Big Splash. Skill Factor trails as they make their way down the backside for the 3/4, and Breeze Hanover quickly has opened up by 3 lengths. They were by the 3/4, 1:30 flat, and into the top turn they go. It's Breeze Hanover. Magnetic Benka is racing second. 7 Signs third. Ace on the River is fourth. As they come off the turn with 1/8 of a mile to go, Breeze Hanover is on top by about 5. Magnetic Benka second, and back 3 or 4 more to the rest. Halfway down the stretch, it's Breeze Hanover to win it. Magnetic Benka is going to be second. Tight for third, looks like 7 Signs, but it's Breeze Hanover to win it. Magnetic Benka, 7 Signs third. Time for the mile. 1:59.3. Printing back now, your unofficial winner of race number 11. It's horse 5, Breeze Hanover. Baymare 5 by Real Desire, the Western Hanover mare, Brooke Haley. Owned and driven by Stacey Gay of Fredericton. Breeze Hanover picks up win number 4 of 2010, pacing this afternoon, 1:59.3. Number 5, Breeze Hanover, and Stacey Gay. Seven starters in the finale move in behind the gate. We have 1, Ryan's Fancy, 2, Paco Derry, 3, Man in Pink, 4, Burton Burt, 5, Melody's Cookie Boy, 6, I Get a Rocket. On the outside, 8 is ROF Racing High, and here they come. They're off and pacing. Ryan's Fancy quickly takes him out of there from the inside. Paco Derry settles away to get away second. Burton Bird is third. ROF Racing High leaves out good today, gets away fourth on the outside. Then Man in Pink, Melody's Cookie Boy, I Got a Rocket trails the field as the field makes their way down the backstretch on way to the opening quarter, and Scott Hubbard and Ryan's Fancy have set up shop on the front end. Up on the outside now, racing second is ROF Racing High. Third at the rail is a Paco Derry. Burton Burt got away fourth. Then Man in Pink, Melody's Cookie Boy, and I Got a Rocket. They're by the opening quarter in 30-2 with Ryan's Fancy. ROF Racing High second on the outside. EJ's Quest is third at the rail. Burton Bird is racing fourth. Up on the outside now moves Man in Pink, racing fifth. Then Melody's Cookie Boy and your trailer as the field makes their way in front of us for the first time as I Get a Rocket. It's Ryan's Fancy on the inside, and on the outside, ROF Racing High is pressing hard second. Paco Derry looks at it third. They're by the half in a minute and 1/5, and round the turn the field makes her way to the 5/8 with Ryan's Fancy. ROF racing high, second on the outside. Paco Derry looks at it third. Man in Pink picks up cover fourth on the outside. Moving up three wide. There goes Melody's quick. Cookie Boy moving quickly now on to fourth, third, second, and he's going right on by the field as they make their way to the 3/4 of Melody's Cookie Boy on the outside assumes command. Ryan's Fancy's racing second, 1:31.1 by the 3/4 and into the top turn. Melody's Cookie Boy on top by about 5. 3 of them right side by side for second. ROF racing high, Ryan's Fancy. Off the turn, they have an 1/8 of a mile left to go. And this one's all Melody's Cookie Boy. He's pacing away on the outside. Here comes I Got a Rocket to second. Man in Pink is third. Down to the wire. Melody's Cookie Boy is going to win it. On the outside, Man in Pink for second. I Got a Rocket third. Time for the mile. 2:01.1. Judges' inquiry. Judges looking at confusion on the way to the 3/4 pole involving horse number 3, Man in Pink, and horse number 6, I Get a Rocket. Parading back, winner of race 12 is number 5, Melody's Cookie Boy. Big gelding 5 by Largo out of the Nightly Blue Chip mare, Charlotte's Cookie. Owned by Billy Watts, Mark Seymour, and Greg Hughes of Fredericton, and Dag Seymour of Estes Bridge. Trained by Sandra Foley, Bill Watts driving. Melody's Cookie Boy picks up win number 7 on the season. Pacing this afternoon, 2:01.1. Number 5, Melody's Cookie Boy and Billy Watts.